And we are live. It is showtime, guys. We are so grateful that we are here today with all of you on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday evening. We are so grateful for you guys. So very, very grateful. I'll hold up the gratitude rock. Thank you so much for being here. We are so excited that you are all here. So let's go in and jump in and say hello to everyone. Patches has been working tirelessly, checking the Luna Classic chart all day. So we are so excited. And we have somebody special backstage. We're going to bring him on in a minute. You guys know him. I'm sure you guys know him. He's a big time influencer in the space. We're going to welcome him on and bring him on. Bringing him on now. Classy Crypto. Classy, how's it going?
How's it going, man? I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I've been looking forward to this day for a while. Terra Luna Classic is our main topic, and it is schmovin' after the anonymous video came out. Wasn't that a little shocker? Didn't you think that Terra Luna Classic would dump from that?
It's so crazy. I got a little bit of a hold on a second. Turn this up. We got a little audio issue on mine. I can hear you now. So can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, we're a little bit frozen here on the screen.
Yeah, you lagged yourself though.
Yeah, am I frozen?
You are. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on one second. I got my program manager here.
Easter egg.
Hang on. I got Johan to check it out. So I'm frozen here on the screen. You see it?
Yeah, just turn it off and on.
All right. Let me take myself in. Am I moving? Nope.
No, you broke yourself.
All right. Hold on. I'm cryogenically frozen, but you can still hear me. All right.
How you doing, boys? How you doing, Edward? A fun show. I mean, is that your dog?
Yeah, that's my dog Patches. Sorry, I can't see the screen. We're just working on it. Yeah, that's Patches. He's the technical analysis dog. I hear you, but I can't see you because I'm having a little trouble here. Okay. But yes, he is. We're training him to point with his tail to read charts and support lines and areas of resistance. That's Patches. Yep.
Okay, can Patches do something for us?
Yeah, he likes to sleep.
Okay, we're looking at it. Oh, he's doing a downward trajectory here for Shiba and the rest of the market. That makes a lot of sense. I think Patches is really onto the macroeconomic effect that's really going on in the crypto space right now. I'd go as far as to say he's predicting the downfall of a lot of these metaverse coins, which, I mean, Patches, that is a bit controversial, but for the most part, it's always Luna Classic, right? Pointing at Luna Classic, very bullish on these meme coins. And I'm big on Patches. I'm bullish.
Yeah, I apologize. Can you guys still hear me? Classy, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah,
I'll let you hang out with the audience while we work on this. Apologize. We got a new camera and there's something going on with it.
What camera did you get?
What is this? An Elgato? Elgato something or other.
So it's like a webcam?
Yeah, it's like a webcam. We put it on a tripod. We just got a new computer. We just got a new computer that we rushed to set up today because we had some problems with the computer. So maybe there's something going on.
Oh, so you guys are dripped out. Okay, no, I see.
Yeah, I can barely hear you. I apologize. Well, people are coming in to see you anyway. So yeah, go ahead and talk about Luna Classic with these guys while we're trying to fix this.
I mean, for me, it's really just a gamble. I've been talking to a lot of the projects currently on Terra Luna Classic and kind of collaborating with them in ways that we can pump the Luna Classic chart. It's not really burns per se, but mostly like buybacks from Luna. We're trying to figure out what we can do with the guys currently holding Luna, which is a lot of people, right? Everybody with Luna Classic is holding Luna in some sort or another. I already got rid of my Luna God knows how long ago. But I think with the anonymous video, for a lot of people, that was a really big catalyst because of the fact that for Luna, why would I hold Luna if Do Kwon's going to prison? And if I'm holding Luna Classic, it's getting extra attention. Why wouldn't I interact with that ecosystem? So that's been a cool thing for us. On the downside, though, there's a lot of trust issues on Luna Classic for very obvious reasons. Binance is still holding a lot of tokens, coins, and Do Kwon's also holding a lot of coins. So these guys don't want to actually buy into there because they're still scared that Do Kwon just says, hey, Terra Luna 2.0 didn't work out, so let's go back to Classic. I don't know how that's going to work out long term, but what do you think, Larry?
I'm back. I've got the Classy Crypto, almost the headphones. I guess I needed to use those today. Haven't used them in months. I'm glad you mentioned Anonymous. So Anonymous, do you feel like that's a positive? I'll give you my answer in a second, but is that a positive or a negative for Terra Classic?
It's been positive so far. Okay, that's what we know for sure. We know if Dokkan goes to prison, nobody cares. Let's be honest. People are in Terra Luna Classic for a different reason. Terraform Labs got dissolved, so that shouldn't be an issue for us. And I think Patch is really pointing at with his tail the Luna Classic chart. Really dictates for us that Anonymous is going into a bullish trajectory for Terra Classic. For a lot of people, we're not really called lunatics anymore. We're called Terra Rebels. So it makes sense, right? That Terra Luna Classic is pumping because of this. It's not going to be a good thing for Luna, though. Terrible thing for Luna.
Yeah, I think, I can't get passionate about Luna 2 at all. I'm definitely a lunatic. I guess we're now rebels. Yeah, there's a leader of the rebels, and is it Caddy or something like that? Is that the leader?
Who's our leader? I have no idea.
There was
I think we're all leaders.
There's somebody that came in that said there's a leader. They're trying to take over the development.
Those are proposals. There was what is a Nextco or something like that off the top of my head that was trying to do that, but those never end up going anywhere. I don't see that happening. Remember that Terra Luna Classic, that used to be the most decentralized blockchain on the planet, and to me, I'd like that to be the same. A lot of the guys on Shiba right now are getting angry because of the lack of development on Shiba, but they forget that how did we get here in the first place? It was just hype. Right. It was community. We all made this happen. You guys are the ones that need to make it happen. It isn't just a bunch of Shiba Inu developers that are getting funded. It's the community that needs to start building. In fact, I saw the Axie Infinity Builders program come up out of nowhere. A bunch of great games. Out of nowhere, they have like $10,000 in funding. You're telling me that no one else can build a game with $10,000 worth of like Luna Classic, that some kind of small funding program can happen for indie games? I find that hard to believe. So we'll see where the long-term impact in terms of VCs trying to come back into Luna Classic happens. If people want to do it, because remember that there's a lot of money still on Luna, and there's a lot of people that still want Luna to work because it always favors, for one, developers, and it favors institutional investors on Luna 2.0. So those guys really want it to work out.
Do you see more projects starting to go into Luna Classic, into the ecosystem? I know they just had an NFT go over there. Do you see anything like that happening?
Not for now. I think we have time, a lot of time. We have to see what happens with Anonymous, the case. There's so many outliers before we get real money coming back into Luna Classic.
Yeah, I think actually it was a great thing. I think it was a great thing for Anonymous to come out. I know everyone thinks it's nuts, but I actually predicted it. I didn't want to tell anybody.
Oh, yeah?
I did a subtle clip. If you go back and look at my May 28th, when I was talking about the missing tokens for Luna, you go back and look at my May 28th video. I put a little picture of Anonymous on there way back on May 28th because I was like, this is something so serious. Everybody lost so much money. Maybe somebody like Anonymous needs to look in there.
What was it, like $60 billion?
It's crazy, yeah. Should we say hello to the audience that's here to see you?
How you doing, Chad? CZ wants his money back. That's what I'm telling you, CoinView Cap. CZ wants his money back. I find it hard to believe that Luna really dies out. There's just so much money being built there. They even did a funding program on there. How you doing, Michael? Good to see some Luna folks in here. Yeah, people are hyped for Luna Classic.
We've got a good, our
a lot of other coins, but it's just a lot of Luna Classic right now. So
for me, it was a lottery ticket, but now it's seeming a little bit more like a good investment. Samuel Hook, a whole bunch of people in here are all
like Shiba. That's what it is.
We've got a couple people that have over 100 million Luna Classic right now, so they're really buying in. Actually, every day a little bit more dollar cost averaging in
10 grand or something like that. I think it's even less than that right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
9 grand.
I've only got 2.5 million right now. Luna Classic.
2 million, bro. That's like $100 or something like that, right?
Yeah, not very much at all. But I bought it in at like 1 point.
I respect it. Yeah, because the thing is, like, after you buy it, you're kind of like, I don't really feel like buying more. It dumped. Well, it happens.
It was like $1,000.
I wouldn't be too hurt about it. It's all right. It happens. Yeah.
I was more like a lottery ticket for me at that point. But we are going to talk about. We're going to talk about, of course. We kind of met back in November. And you said,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, you should do some live shows. I'm like, I'm not ready yet. And then I'm like, now I love it. I do 2 a day.
I'm telling you, dude, you need to have the confidence for it. That's your thing.
That's right.
To talk now. The entire thesis is to do these live streams. I've never been one to do live streams because I do like 10 uploads a day on 3 channels. I'm kind of a crackhead, but I just think everybody has their own niche, and this is yours.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Now, bear with me. We got a new screen. We got a new computer here, but I got a share screen going here.
Okay, go
share the screen right here. I want to talk to you. Let's rep you a little bit. Let's
like your banner
a little bit here. Look at that. Classy Crypto. You got 3 channels, right? 19, almost 20,000, right? Look at that.
And that's one channel, yeah.
And look at this. Here's channel number 2.
Oh, you got channel number 2? Okay, that's Classic Crypto Gaming. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
And now, which one's channel number 3? I'm gonna have to.
It's a newer one, the Classy NFT. That's a newer one. Yeah.
Classy
No,
NFT.
we're
Okay.
kicking into all 3 niches, bro. The thing is, you got to guarantee your success. We've already become successful in 2 channels. Kick it on the 3rd year. I'm young. I've got time, and I'm just soaking up knowledge in the space.
You got tremendous energy and passion. That's what really stands out. And focus. You're very driven. So I really admire, watching you. That's why I saw something in you back in November. I was like, you know what? We both talked about Saitama. We know how that turned out.
Yeah. We don't talk about that here.
No, we won't talk about that here. But look, hey, this is your friend right here, right? Crypto King?
Yeah, Crypto King. CK is the GOAT, bro. We were talking literally like 20 minutes ago. Yeah,
cool.
CK is awesome. He covers a lot of Terra Luna Classic as well. I told him about my tweet talking about the fact that I was talking to Metaglory NFT specifically because those guys were talking about listing their NFTs on Luna and not Luna Classic because they didn't want people to dump Luna Classic. I was like, bro, what if you found a way to mint everything using Luna, sold all that Luna that you got from the profits, and just bought back Luna Classic? I mean, wouldn't that be such a genius way to cross-promote into Terra Luna Classic?
Yeah,
it kind of screw over Luna, but I mean, who cares, right?
Nobody cares about Luna too. It's funny how nobody cares about it. No one does.
You got to use your tokens for something, right?
Yeah. So I never answered the question, but I'm with you on Anonymous. I believe it's a very positive catalyst because Anonymous is for the people. They're not to be messed with, right? But nobody messes with Anonymous, but they are going to get down to the bottom of it. We're going to know the truth. I believe that.
We're actually getting a little bit of a pump here on Terra Luna Classic too.
Yeah, I got my crypto bubbles over here. Look at this. So here
I use bubbles.
Yeah,
I love it. They're cute. They're great for content. Yeah, I use
it's easy.
mainly. Yeah, exactly. It's easy.
Oh no, look at that. I'm frozen again.
Yeah, you got to fix that camera.
Cryogenically frozen. I'm Han Solo.
What is it? You're like the FPS you've got on your camera?
I don't know. What kind of computer is this? We literally got a brand new computer today. It's like a couple $1,000 computer.
Bro, what? You got scammed.
Tell them what you have. Tell them what you
have.
Why
isn't it working?
I don't know. I think it's StreamYard, man.
Maybe no, but then I'd be lagging.
We have like a gaming computer for graphics and stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a Ryzen. What is it?
Ryzen 7.
A Ryzen 7. What?
Okay, that's new.
A bunch. Yeah, we got it at Best Buy.
Yeah, it's a nice PC. It should work.
Yeah, it should. I think it's StreamYard. I really do.
You can figure that out later. It's probably
there's a flattering picture of me smiling.
Issue. Yeah, there you go. It's perfect.
I'm frozen. So talk to me more. Tell me what you're pushing right now as far as what are you passionate about? What's your project? Is it Cult?
Oh man.
What is it?
No, I don't cover meme coins anymore. I've completely ditched that. I'm way over it. I'm not into it anymore. I'm getting really big into the play to earn space. I went into NFT NYC, what was it, like 2-3 days ago? They had that convention, biggest NFT convention of the year. And I saw a lot of these NFT gaming projects that really haven't started their marketing runs, but look a lot better than a majority of the projects out there currently. So I'm starting to think that how many other projects just haven't started marketing and they're just gems waiting to be released. So I've started talking to a lot of these guys, and let me tell you, NFT gaming is going to be so much bigger than anybody's ever thought. And if Luna Classic wants to take advantage of something, it'd be building some kind of NFT game, because NFT games are going to take off, especially considering the fact that if we look at the amount of people in the NFT space, there's only like 500,000 users in the NFT space month over month. It's really small. There's not a lot of people. And I'm thinking, like, once we get to the millions, if NFTs are already worth this much, if ApeCoin's at $1.5 billion, I think all-time high, I think at like 16 billion, something crazy, where could we see this going once we have millions of players on board into NFT gaming that's mainly based off of NFTs? I just think there's so much potential there, and that's what I'm really excited about right now.
You can hear me? Nope, I don't think you can hear me at all.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can. Okay, good. All right, well, working on the camera here. I'm sorry. I really apologize to the audience here. So, yes, I agree with you. Now, the NFT gaming, tell me this. Like, you got your start with Axie Infinity, right? That's what got you into crypto. Okay.
I made a good amount of money. Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell me what you feel about Axie right now. I want to put you on the spot, but it's not, we're not there yet with, true gamers. Are they excited about Axie, or, I'm not a gamer, so that's why I'm asking.
I'll tell you about Axie. Okay. Yeah, that's a good comparison, because Axie is technically the biggest play to earn game right now. So 9 months ago, I made a video calling out the Axie Infinity developers about their unsustainable SLP ecosystem. Kind of got shunned by the Axie community. Here we are in an age where Axie Infinity's SLP token, I think it's worth like 0.001 or something like that. Right. It used to be worth like 40 cents. So it's gone down quite a bit. And so what the issue was with Axie Infinity is that guilds invented the scholarship system for Axie Infinity. They pretty much paid people from the Philippines, from third world impoverished countries, like some terrible wage, like a 20-30% cut, so that they could play Axie Infinity and reap the rewards. Nobody was actually playing the game. It was just a bunch of people working. It was a bunch of slaves that were getting paid. That's all it was. There was no real gamers playing Axie Infinity. That notion is ridiculous. I did not see anybody play Axie Infinity more than a month that wasn't just paying people from a scholarship. So I don't think Axie Infinity is really a play to earn game. I think it was more so a test on how gaming could be used on a yield farm-esque ecosystem, because it really was just a yield farm. You played the game, got your yield, and sold it. That's all people were doing.
Yeah.
If we're going to see actual adoption on NFT games, it's not going to be off tokens. It will not be off tokens. Tokens can be some kind of like upgradable NFT that you can get, maybe champions or something like that. But to have those games reap rewards from tokens doesn't work. I think NFTs is going to be the way. If you can have a game that is mostly Web 2 based, aka it's mostly just like no earning, and then you can have that optional earnings opportunity and maybe some other game mode. It could be wagers, or it could be some NFT generation that you pay for a pass, like Big Time. If you don't know about Big Time,
no, I don't.
It's actually out already. You get this
Okay.
RPG. I think it's like $50 for like a Jade Pass or something like that. So it's absurdly cheap, and you can get these NFTs that are worth thousands of dollars. So
because that was one of the arguments against Axie, right? It costs more to get into it, and a lot of people.
So we're trying to get games that don't cost anything, because I prefer a free to play game that I can play, and if I feel like onboarding myself into crypto and utilizing cryptocurrency, cool, then I'll go ahead and do that. But you shouldn't force people to have to pay to get into cryptocurrency games. That can't be sustainable, and it's not going to get people to play this cryptocurrency stuff. And people keep thinking about crypto like Axie Infinity. This is a yield farm. This is garbage. It's not going to work. And to me, like, we need to have like Moonforce General. There's a game, and it's called Block Royale. And it's pretty much a copy of Fortnite, right? It looks great, but it's not out right now. And that's the issue. These games take time to make. Fortnite, what was it, in development for 4 years? And then after that, it's still in alpha for 4 years. So those games take a long time to build. And unfortunately for a lot of us, we have the funding, but we have to hire the talent, which we're getting there. Like Ryan Wyatt, he was head of gaming on YouTube. He's now working for Polygon Studios, and he's talking about a couple of projects that he has going on there. But I think for us, we just have to wait a little bit longer. We have a lot of games that are already out that look good. There's like Illuvium, there's Guild of Guardians, there's a Big Time, there's a ton of games that are coming out right now that look pretty good. But we just really have to wait for those games that are just straight up Web 2. If you feel like it, you can do crypto to get true mass adoption for us. And that's the idea, right? For me, at least.
I've got a product for you specifically.
Oh, do you?
Okay, yes. The classy crypto energy drink. I just thought about it right now because I don't know how you get so much energy.
Dude, I did like 10 up. You should see my eyes like half the time. I literally sleep like 6 hours, hop on, boom, take my pre-workout, go to the gym, and just kick at it. That's all I do.
I was going to say that. Now you're going to the gym. I'm actually in the next couple of days going to go back and join the gym. But
you should do that. It's good for energy.
Yes. Is that what you're attributing to your energy? Is working out and staying in shape? That's
the thing with me is like I was challenger in League of Legends, and I was also masters in StarCraft 2. So I have a bit of experience in competitive gaming, and I think that really gave me the discipline to just be like, if you really want something, you're gonna grind until you make it work. And that's really been kind of like the Mr. Beast ideology. If you see his podcast with Joe Rogan, he talks about it like, oh, every day I would go on a group call with a bunch of other YouTubers, and we would look at titles and thumbnails and see what really works and what doesn't work. You become obsessive for your success until you manifest it into true reality. And it's not like manifesting like, okay, I'll do one upload and I'll try to make it work. Not like it's just like you go crazy until you find something that works in you. You just keep hitting and hitting and hitting until one day it's all autonomous. That's the idea. Everybody wants things to become more passive. For now, bear markets, it is what it is. But I think over time, the autonomy is really going to show for itself as cryptocurrency. It just starts blowing up out of nowhere because of NFT gaming. I hope. I
remember watching an interview. You mentioned Mr. Beast, and he said that he doesn't do intros. He says his thumbnail and his title is his intro.
Exactly. So that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
When you look at my title, when you look at my thumbnail, you should just see immediately like, okay, this is what the video is about. This is what you should expect. Now, obviously, they cater to a more broad audience, so their thumbnails are a bit different. if you like, I've talked to a lot of guys that have like 20 million followers on TikTok, and some of them are like, okay, well, why haven't you tried making like a gaming channel? Because I'm sure I could make a League of Legends gaming channel and get like 100K subscribers. But my thought is, I want to have my head in crypto. I know for a fact that my passion is in crypto, and I love doing this every day. So why would I waste my energy on something that I just really don't feel like is my future? Because I had a contract to play Academy, which is like semi-pro for a team in League of Legends. I was challenging, I was top rank, and I didn't take it, right? I didn't take it because I didn't want to, right? It wasn't my life. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to pursue it. So I just think that crypto is my place for now, at least, and I'm just going to keep kicking at it.
Talk to me. I know your brand is to be classy and everything. It's cool, but you used to wear the suit. What made you decide to go, stop wearing the suit? I'm just curious.
Yeah, so the idea behind the suit, for the most part, I've always told people that being classy doesn't mean just straight up style. I was trying to go for the whole Silicon Valley. Like, you got to be basic, you got to be professional, you got to show people like, I'm just like you, right? I came into the cryptocurrency space. I have my major in economics, but at the same time, I was just a gamer. I am a person that does this full time. We're all retail investors to some extent. And I think that, being on a suit, what does it really show of me? That I'm better than you?
Well, I think it was, to me, it said you were classy. I think it had that classy vibe, but I feel like you're now a little bit even more comfortable. You were always good, but now you're like more comfortable. Your thumbnails are more expressive. You've really you just keep ratcheting it up.
That's the idea.
I can't catch up to you. I only got 7,000.
Don't say that, because your thumbnails are getting a lot better than they were before.
They're getting better.
I'm going to tell you that they're a lot better
than
they were before. So you're getting there. It's not a race. Everybody goes at their own pace. And
we can all grow together. Yeah,
exactly. Like I've been doing YouTube for technically over a year, but crypto, I think it's only been like 10 months since I started the Axie Infinity one. And even then, I didn't even know it was going to take off. I had no idea. So I made that channel not expecting anything. I think I started taking it seriously when after the Saitama drama happened, probably in November, when I almost lost my channel. I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I probably have something here. I'm going to take this seriously. So a lot of people, this is new to them. And the guys making content now, if you're mad at some people for covering rug pulls, like I've kind of moved on from it. But if you're mad at people for that, we're all new to the space. We had no idea what to expect. And I think people are kind of growing from the whole meme coin space. Now, there's going to be a lot of meme coins that are going to do great. I'm 100% sure for it. There's going to be that pumping community, the DJing community. But I just think a lot of people are moving on, right? People are moving on to more serious things, to more sustainable things that they know won't hurt their viewers. Because the idea is you don't want to hurt your viewers for views. And that's why I kind of cut off Saitama, because I'm like, is it worth 10,000 views a video? Or is it worth doing something else and still getting a good amount of views? I'm like, well, I want my viewers to be protected, right?
It was funny. I thought that our second meeting would be live, but I won't talk about it too much, but I thought we were going to be talking about the excitement surrounding Saitama V2, but that didn't work out. So it didn't work out. It's just funny how we're meeting now. But tell me, so did that make you kind of think like, I got to go back to somebody I can trust? I got to start, because you talked to him a lot off camera, but I saw you guys together and you can see that you really had a good appreciation for each other. Like I'm talking about Crypto King. Is that what made you kind of think about, I got to go back to my roots, somebody I really trust?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you got to go back on that one.
Okay. So
are you trying to explain like I didn't talk to CK for a while or something like that? Because I've been talking to CK for the longest time.
Well, you talked to him, I think, off camera, from what I'm guessing.
All the time. Literally all the time.
But then I noticed you come on camera. I had never seen him before. I think I saw you on with Rodney, and I think you were both on there.
I got him on there. Yeah.
That
was a long time ago. Yeah.
That's the first I saw him. So were you guys on camera a lot before the Saitama thing, or you were just like,
dude, I got you. So Crypto King comes from an era before time. We actually met on this website called Mobifire, and Mobifire is a website that you publish League of Legends guides. Because I was a high elo player, I was like top in the ranks, right? I decided to publish a bunch of guides for 80 carries. And then Crypto King, his name was like Harambe Homie or something like that. He also published a bunch of League of Legends guides, and we kind of just met up on there. I started watching his Twitch channel. I think I was averaging like 100 viewers at the time or something. He was averaging like 40 or something like that. So he was decent. And I think like when I went into Axie Infinity, I went like, this guy, he has a lot of the passion that I do. He was losing the same passion for League of Legends as well. He was trying to move on to something else. He was big into real estate. He actually owns a couple properties as well, and he had that before. So good for him. And yeah, we've been at it since. Like it's been stronger than ever. This guy, I met him in real life for the first time, I think like a week ago. So it was pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Actually meeting him in real life. Just some random guy you find in League of Legends, you meet in real life. So it's
what's the odds of that? Yeah,
insane.
you're playing a game and then you
insane.
you start getting on camera with them, and the next level is you meet him in person. So
it's like fate. It's like fate. I talk to this guy like literally every other day. So it's been life-changing, the opportunity crypto's presented. I've been doing stocks full-time for like God knows how long, but it wasn't fulfilling for me.
Yeah. Well, it's a different, it's funny that I always say that the markets follow each other together. Crypto is tied together to the other markets, stock market.
Well, it's not tied to League of Legends. Well, you know what? I actually talked to this guy that became like a multi-millionaire, and he was playing Roblox, and I think it was like Second Life or something like that. And they were using Bitcoin back in 2011 as an exchange for like Robux or something like that. So the guy got a ton of Bitcoin, and he just went wacko. He
got rid of it.
Yeah, right? He got rich. He forgot about it.
Oh, he had it. Okay.
Yeah, he forgot about it because he didn't think it was going to go anywhere. And he found it like 10 years later, and it went insane.
Oh,
so
man.
I think for a lot of people, gaming could be the thing that gets people rich. You randomly play a game, you find it 10 years later, and it could become the next Pokemon collectible. I'm starting to think that could be a thing for NFTs too. I'm sure most of them will go to zero, but Pokemon as a brand, it's really shown for itself the value it can attune, even on its cards that nobody really plays.
I'm going to show the screen right here because let me just
pump it even more.
Let me just move this. Oh, yeah. Wow. Luna Classic is going crazy again. I was actually going to ask you, where is it here? You talked about this right here. There was a recent post. Is this something that you're big into now?
The seals?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been into it. I just don't really like talk about it too much. Dude, that's NFTs. It's like PFP NFTs.
Yeah.
Well, really, when you're investing into that, you're investing into communities, alpha groups, and also intellectual property. So if they end up building anything on their metaverse, the game, et cetera, you get the value tuned from that. NFTs have a lot of money, a lot of funding. So getting into those communities, you can really find some big whales that can give you some serious value if you're looking for buddies in the space. So I'm saying, like, if you're new to Web3 and you actually have some disposable income, you should get into like one of those NFT groups. And like Sappy Seals right now is pumping a lot. So it's one of the ones I picked up. Those were like, I think like 3 Ethereum or something like that.
Wow. Okay, good. Yeah, you're doing really well. That's great. I just wanted to ask you about that. So yeah, we've got the Terra Luna story. That's like dominating the headlines. Let me ask you this about the overall. I'm going to blow this up again.
Of course.
Your overall feeling on the crypto market. Do you feel like we're going to be heading towards a further crash? We got the Fed that's going to come out with interest rates again soon, an announcement.
We all know what's happening with that.
75. Yeah, it's going to go up 75 basis points we just had. Where do you see the market headed from here in the short term? Let's say in the next month or so. And then when do you think the real bull run will start?
Okay, well, that's an interesting one. I have a couple whale groups, and they're all telling me that Ethereum is about to go to 650. So that's an opinion in their regard.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take a while until we bottom out. We're going to be flip-flopping all over the place. I truly have no idea where this is going. I have a bunch of stablecoin money, and I'm just DCAing on Ethereum, so I couldn't tell you when I expect this to bottom. People, we talked about this like a long time ago, I think. I was thinking Q3 was going to be our bottom, which we're getting closer to the end of Q3. I have no idea what's going on here. So maybe I'm right. That's all speculation, though. I truly have no idea. I don't think anybody has an idea. People are saying that once inflation kind of hits its course and we get the interest rate hikes people are expecting, then the cryptocurrency markets are going to balance. And then something about bonds and outstanding debt and the derivatives market kind of taking a chill pill. We might have a bottom, but I think at least Bitcoin 14K, maybe we'll get a bottom. That would suck though. I hope it doesn't happen.
12, I think 12K. And let me ask you about this. Have you gotten into XRP, or what are your thoughts on XRP?
XRP is going to take forever, but I have XRP.
It's
just a lawsuit, right? It's like I was trying to cover XRP content, and it just gets so repetitive so quickly. It's the same thing over and over. This lawsuit, this guy said something about the Heinemann narrative, and now we have to wait for this other guy in the SEC to say it's a nothing burger until we finally get an answer. So
I heard rumors it'd be over with in January, and that XRP is not going to settle because they have such a strong case. But that's what I've heard.
I have no idea. That's what everybody's saying.
So let me ask you this. Are you more bullish on Shiba Inu or Bone at this point with Shibarium coming out soon?
Definitely not Bone. I don't like Bone, man. I hate Bone. I just don't think that this token ecosystem is worth much. I've covered it a couple times, and you know, I am bullish on Shiba as a transactional tool. It's already on Flexus, so people can use it to buy stuff on like Chipotle and stuff like that, which is cool. I like that.
I saw that you mentioned that before. Yeah,
I bought some on Dunkin' Donuts. I wouldn't recommend it though; it's kind of expensive, the gas fees.
When you went in there, were they surprised that you were paying with it? Were they looking at you like, "What do you?"
Yeah, they were like, "What are you talking about?"
What are you
but
talking
I'm
about?
in Miami, so it wasn't the first time. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the manager knew. So
Miami is very crypto friendly. I want to actually go there. Like,
yeah, a lot of people have mixed opinions about the mayor. Some people are like, I hate the mayor, but he's also crypto friendly. So I mean, I'm a crypto guy. I like him for now. People can have their opinions on the whole unemployment, poverty, tourism. There's a lot of problems, but he's excited for crypto, so I'm excited for him.
Thank you, Michael Cornwell. He's like one of the biggest Luna Classic guys, him and Andrew.
Yeah, for sure.
In our community here, he says exchanges are going to use Luna Classic to start the bull run. That's what he's thinking.
They're already doing that.
Yeah,
they're already doing that. They're doing the burns. We convinced MEXC to do that. We actually have a partnership program with them, so we did that. We just have to get Binance to do it. If we can get Binance to do it, we're gonna get that Shiba run. But what are the odds Binance is gonna do that? It's like every time we saw like, oh, Saitama's going to get listed on Binance. We're so close. And then it never happened. I don't know when it's going to happen, so I don't put my bets on that.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at what's happening on the charts right now, and I'm like, okay, well, we're doing pretty good for ourselves, at least for now. And I think we should just take that dub and roll with it.
Binance has a rule, right? They won't let anyone announce they're going to get listed until they list it. You know, they have to announce it first.
Who's going to announce it, though? I mean, Terra Money isn't covering Terra Luna Classic anymore.
Right.
Who's even gonna do this?
It's crazy.
It's literally just gonna be like Binance funding their own liquidity pool, which they're already doing, and then announcing that they're gonna be burning. I don't know. I guess.
So Michael Cornwell, actually, who just did this donation, he came on the show one time. He's like a member of our community here, and he said he did the math and he did all this with the burn, the 1.2%, everything, the transaction fee. He's thinking that it's going to go to 7 cents by the end of the year. Do you have any thoughts? Do you have
why? Why does he think that? He
just
thinks
with all the
Yeah, but does he think that every exchange is currently using the 1.2%? Because right now only 4 validators are using it. I don't think any exchanges are using it right now. And in fact, getting an exchange to change its tokenomics to burn something is hard to do. We got lucky that a couple of these exchanges did it, so that's nice. But they don't have that much volume. We have to get Binance. We have to get the bigger exchanges that get all the volume on Terra Classic to even make it a feasible reality. I don't think 7 cents is going to happen. I think there's a possibility for like a cent, maybe, though.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe. If things go really well, though. Like, things have to go crazy.
Don't you think that CZ is going to get excited because he wants to make his money back that he lost on Terra?
Yeah, but he has money on Terra Luna 2.0, so he kind of doesn't care. And also, Binance is rich. Like, I don't think they care as much as we think they do.
CZ's
maybe.
Like, wait a minute. I had $2 billion in Luna. I didn't know that. I forgot. Or nobody told him that he had a couple $1 billion in Luna. Like he must have so much money. He doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Must be nice, right?
It must be nice for him. Yeah.
Tim Shea again. He says, come on, Classy. He's teasing you. He says, you got to love Bone.
You guys are like really bullish on Bone. Is that why?
Some of these people are. Yeah, some people in here. I think
I mean, I don't bash Bone. I just don't think it's like that much of an additive to the Shiba ecosystem.
Just the gas, it's kind of like the gas fee for the.
Yeah, I mean, why not Shiba Inu be the gas fee though?
Why
that was
the disappointment. It should have been, but no, it's not.
See, that's the issue that kind of irks me the wrong way. Like, what does Bone do that Shiba doesn't? I guess the governance and the staking, but who cares about that? I think it's worth what, $3 million on Shiba Swap?
Yeah.
It's not worth anything.
It's a very low market. It is around 3 million. What's your thoughts? You mentioned staking. What are your thoughts? You know, with Terra obviously depegging the UST and all that. Are you, first of all, your thoughts on stable coins? Are they safe right now? Or are they unstable? And also, do you think it's a little bit unsafe to stake things like in the case of Celsius? You know, you can't get your money out of there. Voyager limits you to 10 grand.
Lending protocols,
Yeah. Do you feel a little nervous about staking right now, or even getting into stable coins, or keeping your money there, or you want to move?
Well, all I have to say is that every time I stake my tokens, I don't get nearly as much back because they'll say like 100% APR. For example, like Crypto Raiders, I had 100% APR on that thing, and it went from $1,000 to $50,000, and right now it's worth. I think it's worth like $1,500 or something like that. So had I not had it staked, I probably could have liquidated all of that. So I don't think I'm that bullish on staking, to be completely honest, unless there's other utility on it. Which Crypto Raiders, I did get a bunch of NFTs for free, which was worth a lot more. So
yeah,
that was nice. I just think that staking is kind of overrated, and for the guys that are bullish on staking, get
Yeah,
over it,
me too.
because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't stake. If
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
maybe it's like if it's like some crazy APR, sure, but at that point it's like, okay, well, it's just gonna dilute the supply, and then you're gonna get screwed over. Maybe if it's governance, I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out. There are a couple tokens that don't reward you anything except having governance vote for staking, which I think is a good way of doing it. And if you're doing staking, that's cool. I like that. I like that. For example, if you want to play a game, I remember Lords Mobile is a mobile game you could play, and they have this feature where you could put for 30 days gems, like 10,000 gems, you get like 20k gems back. Maybe something like that to incentivize people to hold. Maybe not that crazy of an APR, but just to have some form of control of the supply, I think is the idea for staking. In terms of stable coins, I like USDC. I'm sure USDT is not going to collapse. People keep telling me that this thing's
People are worried about it. Yeah, some people.
Yeah, they keep telling me it's going to die any second now.
Yeah.
Remember that 99.7% of pairs in the crypto market are currently run by USDT. I'm sure these people, if they knew that USDT would die off, they would unpair all of these. There weren't that many UST pairs for the guys freaking out about that. I just see USDT as way too strong. But then there's always the problem of, are they over collateralized? So you take that as yourself. But if I were to put my money in stablecoins, which I do have money in stablecoins, definitely like USDC, BUSD is my vibe. I don't really go for algorithmic stablecoins.
Are you staying a little bit more off exchanges right now, just in light of the climate? Are you?
Yeah, I have like nothing on exchanges. I think the only thing I have, the only thing I have in exchanges is my Crow, which I have staked. That's the only reason.
Like me. I have a little bit of Crow left, and
I have a lot of Crow.
Everything is Ledger. Yeah,
80%.
Yep.
Crow. I hope it goes back up.
Give Patches a bone. Thanks again, Michael Cornwell. Hey, here's something here. Salamander, what do you guys think of Gala? That's a good question for Classy.
Oh, that's an excellent question. In fact, I made a video on Gala literally today. So,
oh, did you really? Okay.
Yeah, dude, I do a lot of content.
Yeah, you do. I know. I don't know how do you do that? Do you do them all in batches? Like,
no, I don't.
Do you spread them out?
Yeah, I definitely just every hour I'm just like studying in on what's going on in the news and really picking in on what I want to pick out for a video. I spend like, I think like 10 hours a day making content. Yes, I'm kind of.
What does that involve? Are you reading? Are you going to Discords? Are you going
exactly
Telegram?
Everything you think, Twitter Spaces,
everything.
All kinds of research you need to get into to really find where the sentiment is.
So when you're sleeping, are you listening? When you're sleeping, are you listening to voice chats and
sometimes
Twitter Spaces?
Sometimes
it gets through their osmosis.
Yeah, but Gala Games, it's a clear winner in the space. If you think about Gala Games, I made the video on it and I talked about the fact that they have the most games that actually work in crypto right now. And not only that, they've got a decentralized form of approving these games, which is the Gala nodes. Did you ever do research on Gala nodes?
Not on the nodes. No, I'm not, huge into it. I do have an investment in Gala because I know it's one of the good ones. Whatever it's at, like 5 cents or something right now. But I went in and out of it, made some money, and now I'm back into it. But no, I did not do research. Enlighten me on that, please.
Okay, cool. Well, essentially what the Gala nodes are is you pay like $80,000 and then you get a piece of the nodes for Gala. So it's kind of like a proof of stake system, but not really. You own the node. It mines out cryptocurrency, which is the Gala token. You literally have to have like a physical laptop mining this, and you're securing the blockchain. You get governance votes on whatever projects want to be on there. For example, like literally all these games like Grit, Eternal Paradox, Battlestar, they had to be voted on by the people that held the Gala nodes, and these get exponentially more expensive. They weren't always $80,000. They just get more expensive as more and more people buy them. So that's why they're worth so much. But right now, every single one of these games have some kind of gameplay on them. And that's why I'm so bullish on this ecosystem, because I've played a lot of these. Even like they just had their beta for Fortitude. It's literally a clone of Clash of Clans, but I'm like, well, there might be people that want to play it. And I'm sure that people like Clash of Clans. So, that's going to be a nice game to play. And I think for a lot of these games that are out there right now, they're just yield farmers. These are actual games. Maybe the rewards aren't the best, but you can actually use it. On top of that, they use Gala for transactions. So if all these NFTs are powered by Gala right now, which
that's
is
the
awesome.
Exchange. That's the token they're using to exchange for everything.
Yeah, they're not using the Townstar token, which
it's like the Smooth Love Potion of Axie, right? The Smooth Love Potion. I have a little bit of Smooth Love Potion.
No, they sell it, but
sell it. All right, sell it now.
You should have sold it a while back.
Not financial advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gala Games is a bit different though. They don't produce like SLP. They're just literally just transactions on the Gala Games marketplace. That's what they use. That's why they're a lot more sustainable than Axie Infinity. Every game in it has some kind of token. Like Townstar has their Townstar coin or Town coin. Mirandus has their little NFTs that produce like USDC. So every game has their own little thing, but Gala Games is just for the Gala ecosystem. It's not like SLP, which is why I'm bullish on it.
Yeah.
I hate SLP.
Okay, cool. Yeah, everybody loves Gala. Haven't heard anybody say anything bad about it. So let me ask you this. So your typical day, you get up and you just read, you're just immersed, and then something hits you and you're like, well, I got to make a video about that. Is that how you kind of do it? You just see something?
Yeah. So I've got this thing going on with my girlfriend where I have to do a walk in the morning. So I wake up, do the walk in the morning because I have to get out. I have to get out to do something. So I get out, do my walk, get my energy, kind of get my adrenaline, get home, go on my DeFi channel. That's my most important channel. Look up all the news for DeFi. I do a couple research, try to do like an outline of what I want to cover, what people are talking about right now. First video, boom. And then I go to Classic Crypto Gaming. Okay, what was something in gaming I wanted to cover? Well, Gala's doing this thing. I really want to cover this. So boom, I do that. NFT channel, what's going on in the NFT realm? So I'm going all over the place in different realms. NFTs are a bit different. It's more like Twitter Spaces and Discord that you have to go to and see what the alpha groups are talking about. But it's literally just loop until you find. I think for most people, it's the same thing. You go to communities and you kind of find out what's really hot right now. Obviously, like I have like alpha and whale groups that help me along with that process.
I can tell. Yeah, you're very knowledgeable. I mean, you're just like even more than November. It's like, wow, I'm blown away with the knowledge.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. So is that your next step? Are you looking into nodes? Is that what are you invested in nodes now? Or you're thinking about it?
I was asking you about Myria because Myria is a competitor with Gala Games. They don't have anything out. They don't even have gameplay out. So this could end up being a rug. We have no idea, but people are really hyped for it. Myria, I got a couple nodes for it. So we'll see what ends up happening with that.
Oh, good.
They're doing something very similar to Gala Games. We'll see. That's kind of their main competitor. Nodes isn't my big thing, though. I think just tokens and NFTs. Don't complicate it.
Now, your thought process behind having the different channels, is it because you want to have different niche or niche? Is that what it is? Is you want to have different niches?
A specific niche. Yeah, because the NFT community is vastly different from the gaming community, which is also vastly different from the DeFi community. And on top of that, you have more content, right? Yeah. I already upload like 3 to 4 uploads on Classic Crypto, 2 uploads on the gaming one, and then like 2 uploads on the NFT one. It's just, if you have the energy for it, if you can do it, then go for it.
If you had to pick one of your 3 channels, your 3 main channels, you probably have another one too, but I think you have other ones, but
yeah, but I don't really use those.
Okay. If you had to pick one of the 3, which one is your favorite channel at this point in time? Let's say, which one do you really like making content for right now? Today, tomorrow.
Content for? Yeah. I like the DeFi one. It's really fun right now. It's just not covering Saitama makes my life so much better. Like, I don't know what it is. It just makes me happy. So I guess it's like a new phase.
I'll be your Saitama therapist. You could talk to me about
your honeymoon. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, I got tired of the under promising and over delivering. That was just the big thing for me. Like, all right, let's
the people's crypto
come out
channel.
with Say the Mask and just come out with. Don't even tell us when it's coming out. But
yeah, it's a date night. Your comment section's like bashed us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's read some of these comments.
Okay, you want to read some? All right.
Yeah, all
right. Let's see. Where are we? Oh yeah, UST. Michael Cornwell, UST.
Dude, how are you bullish on UST? Like, what?
We got some real gamblers in here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, like, if you want to straight up gamble, go for it. I mean, it's going up. I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah.
Like, how? Why is this going up?
Here's a good question for you, Classy. He says, "Hey, Classy, are you following the Flare launch?"
What is that?
He always talks about Flare. I got to look into it more. So you don't know about it either. The utility coins that are supposed to attach.
Is it replacing the Swift?
Yeah, it's involved with replacing Swift, but XRP is too. So
yeah,
but yeah, we have to look into that more.
So he's always I have no idea what that is. There's a lot of coins out there, so I'm sure at some point I'll probably learn about it.
Tonight is all about Classy's workout program. Yes, he needs to stay mentally fit and focused.
Yeah, I do. That's why I go on so many trips. Prevent the mental boom.
There you go. So so we're looking here. Okay, Selmo Fudd, you've probably seen him before. The People's Crypto channel. He's all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Not tonight. He's teasing us here.
Today was all about Classic, bro. There's only so much you can talk about Classic.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff coming into the ecosystem, and I think what are there like 20 projects still on Terra Classic? They never talk about Classic though, so I feel like they're not even on Classic anymore. We had a proposal come out. It was passed, and it was talking about the fact that we should reinstitute like staking or something for validators.
Yeah,
that are currently there on Terra Luna Classic. I don't know whatever came of that. I want to see how many validators actually end up coming back to Terra Classic, because every proposal can pass, right? That's fine, but who the hell is actually going to be using this? Which is something really interesting.
You ever notice how crazy it is? China always comes out and says, "Oh, we're going to ban, we're going to ban crypto.
it, and then
it's
bring
so
it back.
horrible. It's so horrible." Now they're saying that Bitcoin's a Ponzi and stable coins are fine if they're regulated. So,
yeah, yeah. If they're what is it? The yen dollar. That's already a thing, right?
Yeah, I think we're also in this country. We're going to have the digital dollar.
Chinese yuan. That's what it's called.
Do you think that something, what caused the Terra Luna crash? Was it related to? Do you think the government had a little bit something to do with it because they want to regulate stable coins? Do you think a little bit like that, or is that too conspiracy?
I don't know.
You're like,
I don't know.
Don't worry, we're not going to get shut down saying that.
No, we're fine. I don't know, because I don't think it's necessarily 100% Do Kwon's fault. People are just criminalizing this man like he's the worst thing on the planet.
Right. Yeah.
To some extent, he's kind of a dickhead, and morally he's incorrect in a lot of his sayings. There's something else that happened there we don't understand yet, but I'm sure we'll get some more context to. Some people talked about Citadel, BlackRock.
There's bigger players that were involved.
There's definitely bigger players that were involved, and the fact that it came from a KuCoin wallet is odd. But I'm sure something's
their Bitcoin went over to Gemini. I don't know if you noticed that. The missing Bitcoin that Do Kwon sent was like to Gemini, and then it kind of just disappeared from there.
There's a lot of odd things going on there.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not going to own Luna.
So, okay, regulation. Is regulation good or bad for crypto, or a little bit good, a little bit bad? And if you want to just expand on that question, is regulation good or bad for crypto?
Okay, so in my opinion, I don't think regulation is a good thing for crypto. Well, it's a good and a bad thing. If you want to get retail investors into crypto, if you want mass adoption to come faster, then it makes sense to have regulation. But I tell people it's kind of like fate meets irony, because in 2009, when people founded Bitcoin and they founded DeFi, it's called decentralized finance. The idea is to have it be the wild, wild west, to let the people decide what is to be cryptocurrency, because that's the entire idea. A bunch of random people are building a bunch of random blockchains that are randomly getting funded. That should be the entire premise of cryptocurrency. I hate when people have something like, for example, like Titan Coin, Mark Cuban's just completely collapsing, and he goes, "Yeah, we need more regulation in crypto." You're like, shut up, bro. You weren't thinking about that before Titan collapsed. You thought about it afterward. But that shouldn't be the case. You just made a bad crypto project. People had the notion of something being correct, and it wasn't. And unfortunately for a lot of people, I think it should be the wild, wild west. I think people should lose billions of dollars until somebody learns how to make a good cryptocurrency project, because we're destroying the fabric of what it means to be cryptocurrency by having more and more regulation on it. But the thing is, I can say it all I want, but I'm sure regulation is going to come either way, so it doesn't matter what we say.
Yeah, well, I know it's coming, and I agree with you there. I think that, in the spirit of DeFi, it's going to be, hurting it. But what I think the only positive thing I can think of, other than if they want to try to clean up some of the rug pulls, I think that's further down the line. I think the government's trying to get their piece of the pie. They're going to regulate. They're going to come in on the white horse and regulate everything and save everybody, right? The government is. But the thing that I think, the thing that's good about it, only thing that I can think of that's positive, the biggest positive, is it'll bring in a lot more new money, like the money that's sitting on the sidelines, the traditional money, the older money that's in the stock market, bonds, mutual funds. God forbid,
that's what we're thinking.
CDs, stuff like that.
There's good and bad things. My thinking is, at some point there's going to be a lot of regulation on centralized exchanges, but you can't regulate the blockchain. There's no way, unless you build the blockchain and it becomes the more adopted blockchain. There's always going to be some kind of like Tor browser-esque dark web blockchain that's going to exist, where everything's wild, wild west and things are going crazy. There's no world in which I personally believe every blockchain is going to have some hardcore regulation on it. Maybe if we live in the US and we want to cash out, we're going to have to do something weird and shady like Tornado Cash. I don't know how that's going to look, but I'm sure that at some point we'll figure out some kind of system to keep most of crypto deregulated and a good portion of it regulated in the US with a lot of companies there. Thing is, we don't have that many companies in the US, do we?
Yeah. They're mostly, Binance, the biggest one, is not. They have Binance US, but that's not
Singapore
a big exchange.
and Hong Kong, I believe, is where they have their headquarters. And that's the case with a majority of these exchanges. Most of them are like some random island with barely any regulation. We know why they're doing that. They're a little
Yeah.
shady, but
Or
most of these
Rico or something
exchanges
even.
are
Yeah.
even saying that they're going to run away from the US. So
Yeah.
what kind of regulation can you do if you just run away from the country that's doing it?
Exactly.
I mean, I guess you could stop Classy from trading, which would suck. I guess I'd have to move away from the US, but
We'll have to move out.
That's all it's going to do. It's going to destroy capital from coming into the US. So there's no way we get that hardcore regulation coming, but we'll see how they end up regulating.
The
Maybe
regulators, I think the regulators will go after the low hanging fruit. And that to me is the stable coins. That's why they liked the idea.
Yeah, they like stable coins.
They're going to go after stable coins. And the other thing is they're going to go after centralized exchange wallets because they want to make sure everyone's KYC so they can tax the heck out of everything. But you're right. There's no way to control the blockchain. The DeFi, they're going to have so much trouble. Maybe like, can you see something like, I don't know, we'll just say like Strange Inu. I made a mistake and promoted Strange Inu.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Maybe that eventually a couple years down the road, they'll be able to stop that. You got to go through an application process. You can't, nobody can just, my dog can't make a token. You have to really go through a strict process. Do you see that happening where these little, the meme tokens are going away by their own. We're looking for utility, but the little small caps, are they going to be gone? Are they going to be a thing of the past? No one can make them anymore?
Okay. So, I mean, the thing is, if you want to launch a token on Ethereum, it's as easy as going to like Solidity, coding out really quick and compiling it and releasing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how you could regulate that. I mean, who really owns that? It's just a blockchain. What are you gonna?
Well, what if they go after? If they go after Uniswap, let's say for that, and then
Uniswap goes away, and then we have some other exchange that's not in the U.S. Right?
Another one will
leave the U.S. Right?
Yep. Exactly.
And it's all decentralized. So who are you really going after?
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever be able to completely control. It's all about just making money.
They can control most of it, though. I'm sure they'll find some way to do that. They always do.
Yeah. So, well, look at this. You got a big fan here. Cool Cat Crypto. He comes here all the time. He says, oh, my God. Classy.
Put classic.
Put classic instead.
Oh, I love him.
Okay, yeah. It's Lamoon Force General. Will the blockchain world ever experience an anonymous group that attack exposed scammers?
Oh, dude, that's happened all the time. That's happening all the time. I personally hope there was this guy a while back that was going to expose a bunch of Telegram group chats. Obviously, it was fake.
Yeah.
But someday that's going to come to light. And even remember that video? Have you watched Bored Ape Nazi Club?
No, I haven't seen that one.
So that's a video exposing Bored Ape Yacht Club for obviously, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, going after them. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. And so they kind of also said that there may be a project which starts with an S and ends with an A that is going to be featured on his channel as well. That is going to be featured on his channel as well because it has someone's Lambo on it.
Yeah. I did see that. I know what you're talking about.
Right? You know what I'm talking about.
I saw that part. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's going to be interesting.
Hey, maybe they'll make a Netflix show out of one of these ones. Terra, are they going to make
they are. I know people that are making Netflix shows for crypto. So it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Miami, it's happening, bro. It's happening. We're getting Netflix shows.
I'm waiting to see the Netflix show on Saitama, and all of a sudden,
dude, that's gonna be a good one.
I got all the thumbnails for Classy Crypto and all the videos he made.
I gotta start hiding these.
Yep. Oh man, that's crazy. But yeah, it's well, the way I look at Saitama, I built my channel on Saitama. The content is just I wanted to build it on Shiba Inu, but no one watched those videos.
That's what everybody says, right? If I could just make Bitcoin videos all day, I would, right?
Yeah.
But that's not the reality.
No.
It's like a stepping stone. You start with the meme coins, you go to the low caps, you go to altcoins, and then you go slowly to like Bitcoin, Ethereum, the standards.
Are the days of making 10x, 100x, 1000x, are those days numbered? Are we almost?
Nah, we get those. We still get those.
Okay.
We're definitely
are they more like an NFT thing now?
Yeah, it's more of like an NFT thing now. The days of me going like Shiba Inu is about to 1,000,000x. I think I I just mock people. That's what I do. I just mock people whenever I say that.
Well, you did well with Shiba Doge, right? From what I could see from the video.
Yeah, Shiba Doge went really well, and then it kind of just died out of momentum. That's the thing with a lot of these projects. They just died out of momentum completely in the bear market. Awful stuff. But we'll see where they go, right? Those meme tokens randomly pump up 1,000%, so you can't count them out.
Crazy. We can't count out Luna Classic. He says it's pumping again. So we're going to be, we'll probably just go up to like an hour if you want. I just want to be respectful of your time because I know you have to study for another 17 hours.
No. I'm just going to play with my buddies after this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for today.
Okay, cool.
Thankfully.
Yeah. So how many videos are you making a day now? I didn't even ask you that. You must be making 10 between all the different
I think
channels,
I
right?
made
7, 8,
1,
9.
2, 3, 4. I think I made like 5 or 6 today. I didn't make that many.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I love how I say it. I didn't make that many. I've been crazy. Listen, I'm just desensitized to the grind at this point, but it's worth it. It's been really worth it. It's gotten my impact out there. Like I went to NFT NYC, and it's a place where like DeFi bros, people that only have crypto channels for DeFi tokens and meme coins, no one would know them. Not a single DeFi shirt on there. But because I had a gaming channel, a lot of people knew me. So you kind of just spreading your wings out to different niches.
What's next for here for you, Classy? You know you've got 3 great channels. You're a good YouTuber, influencer. You know what? You're big on Twitter. We didn't even talk about that. You got a lot of followers on Twitter, right?
I got like a decent amount. I think I have like 16K.
That's a lot. Yeah. So let me ask you this. Where do you go from here? Where do you go from YouTube and Twitter? What's next for Classy? What's the next level up?
Boy. Well, that's what I'm good at, right? So I feel like I grow these, get at least like 500K subscribers across 3 by the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like next year, right? Because we get a bear market.
Another 12 months is what you're
saying.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to wait a little bit, but we grow it.
Give me a chance to try to get close to you. I got to try to catch with one of your channels. I'm gonna try to
not
get
a competition. Like your growth, you could pass me, and I'll be like, you know what? Fuck yeah, Larry, you do it. And that's the beauty of it all. Because like I don't give a fuck. For each other. We're all rooting for each other. We're all in such a small space that if we try to cannibalize each other,
big enough for everybody.
Anywhere exactly. Yep. So I think next is just do the same thing, bro. Like keep getting better at what you're doing and then slowly find opportunities to do other things. Like right now, the NFT channel is very important to me because I've noticed Twitter, especially, it's really hard to grow with a DeFi channel, but it's like kind of easy to grow if you do NFTs. So I mean, I did that tweet. Look at that ARF tweet, bro. It got like 63 likes.
Really?
I changed my NFTs channel's PvP to a seal and it got like 60 likes. So the NFT bros are all over Twitter right now, but the DeFi bros are not.
Oh, this one right here with the seals. They love the seals, huh?
You can go down all those seals, get interaction. So it's like you got to pick and choose your battles. I think that for crypto Twitter, NFT bros are all over it.
Wow. Yeah, I guess they really like the seals. How do you? Oh, let me ask you this. I won't hold you up too much longer, but let me ask you this. How do you figure out which NFT projects are good? Is it because you're talking to a bunch of people in Discord?
Yeah.
Or how do you learn about
that's
it?
From
Discord.
You could go ahead and tell me like, oh, I did TA. I look at Nance and I look at a bunch of analytical tools. But I mean, I've been covering it since August. So I kind of just know at this point. I tell people the same thing. Like I kind of just know what's up. Cover it every day.
Do you have a regular strategy for NFTs? Like, do you buy them and hold them for a certain time?
Oh, you mean, okay, yeah. So
that's
like,
what I'm trying to find out. Yeah.
Okay. So like NFT strategies for flipping is a bit different. I have a lot of long-term holds. In fact, like these like seals, I plan on holding long-term. That's just like one of my random NFTs. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, right now we have a free minting meta. Jesus, my throat. Yep. But the free minting meta is pretty much it's free to mint. You have to pay gas fees to get an NFT, and then these get like a ton of momentum. They get like 1,000 sales in the first hour. It dies out, and then they have some kind of cryptic tweet that comes out, and they go crazy. So buying those at like 0.03 to 0.04 has been my thing. You watch them pump a little bit, get the confirmation that people are actually excited for these, and then you just go from there. I usually buy like 50 to like 100 of these NFTs, and then I flip them at like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, et cetera. So that's kind of been the strategy right now. If you wanted to buy NFTs for the long term, I wouldn't kill you for it, but I'd say watch a couple videos and figure out what's actually trending right now, because there's a lot of NFTs that are not going to be here next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. You know, with this crash, if this crash really happens further, do you feel like NFTs are going to be in trouble? Is it good? I mean, there's so many NFTs. That's what's like just such a
it's like DeFi, right? It's like meme coins DeFi. Some of them will build utility and they will become big brands, but a vast majority of these are just false promises that won't amount to anything.
I won't put you on the spot, but what's your favorite NFT that you hold that you want to hang on to long term?
I like Cool Cats. They're pretty cute.
Cool Cats?
Okay. It's like an IP kid-friendly brand. So they had like an activation in New York City, which was pretty cool that I went to, and I got like a bracelet and stuff. So that was nice. It was nice.
Is that what you're doing now? You're traveling around to real-world events, meeting different people?
Yeah, that's the idea, right? Like, you have money. Like, why aren't you meeting people in real life that are building and changing the world? It gives you a lot more perspective, because you don't really know people until you get intimate with speaking to them in person. It's a lot different.
Yeah. So right now you're in Miami now, right? Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
And you go around. Okay, cool. Yeah, we want to get down to Miami. My best friend is actually from Miami, but I haven't been to Miami in years. But he lives now. I'm in North Carolina now. I'm originally from upstate.
Oh, you're not that far.
Yeah, no, I'm not too far. I'm gonna get down there.
How's North Carolina? Are you in Charlotte?
No, I'm actually near the Raleigh area, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, is it called the Raleigh Hills or something like that?
What's that?
Raleigh Hills or something like that?
Oh, Raleigh, Durham. Maybe you've heard of that.
No, I haven't.
It's Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah. Well, you're from Miami.
Oh,
so
I was looking at Oregon. Wrong place.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it.
Whoops.
Okay.
But look at this clown coin. Says, "Hey,
What?
you guys come in." It's a real coin.
Oh, is that an actual thing?
It is an actual thing. That's why I thought it was a joke, but they keep coming in here. They give me $2 every time.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna buy clown coin, guys.
They want me to say that clown. I'm not invested in clown coin. They want me to say clown coin. All right, thank you, clown coin, for the $2. But yeah, this has been a good time. I hope that you come back.
Sure.
Hope you
come
back
do for sure.
Too.
We'll do something in the future. We'll
do
an update 6 months from now.
We're gonna talk offline because I got an idea for you. But
okay,
I want to thank you again for coming here. Guys, you guys know who Classy is. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, if you haven't followed him on Twitter, go ahead and do so. You know who he is. He's got 3 channels. He's a great influencer. He's a great guy. So make sure you follow him. And thank you so much for spending time with the Crypto Talk Now Network. We really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, no, dude, it's been nice to watch you grow. You know, when I looked up your channel right after, like right before we did this coverage, I was like, wow, you're actually growing a decent amount. Dude, that's the thing. You've been consistent for God knows how long. You've gotten away from the toxicity, and now you're growing. And I think like you're really like fluttering out there. You know, that's the issue. A lot of people don't distance themselves from it, and you don't get out of that mindset that all of crypto is terrible. So now that you know crypto is actually not that bad, and there's a lot of nice people out there, you get more motivated to actually cover content, and you can see it translate with growth, right? You're definitely growing, and that's always a great thing. So I'm definitely looking forward to the future of Classy Talk Now. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now.
Classy Talk Now. He's going to have another channel, number 4.
Oh, Classy Talk Now.
Classy Talk Now.
We're going to have a podcast. I've thought about it, but I feel like I have too much on my plate right now. So
I think you have just a little bit. You need to hire a couple assistants. You need a couple assistants.
My girlfriend's helping me out with,
there you go.
With my daily necessities.
You got somebody good in your corner. That's good. All right, guys. Well, we're going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you on the next show. Thank you.
See you later, boys.